Oh, let's see here. Oh, we got an image. All right. Wait for this thing. So overlay that on top of the raw data so we'll get some idea what we're looking at. This thing didn't take over again, did it? I don't think so. What's eating away at it? Runtime broker. What the hell's it doing? What am I eating up here? I don't know. Okay. Let's see here. I'm getting audio from somewhere. Where is it coming from? There it is. Okay. So I'm on both Night Sky Network and YouTube right now, broadcasting live on a Sunday evening at 8:14 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My Canon camera just finished its hour of exposures. Let's see if I want to start it up again at all. Let's see here. How much time do I got left on this one here? I got 25 minutes, which means I can go another 10 of these. And we'll do that and start capture. Yep, that's about right. And let's see what we got for stack here. Yeah, a little noisy. I don't have my darks in there. I'm not going to bother tonight. I'll do that when I do my final processing. But I'm going to bring this up so you can see the globs of galaxies. Let's see here. Who do I got? I got a couple people on my YouTube channel. There's Terry and Taylor. Excellent. Good deal. Yeah, I'm working on that galaxy cluster right now in Perseus. Figured I'd give it another hour and a half, and then I'm going to go on to a new object in about half an hour. Something I haven't taken yet. It would be, what is it I'm going to be working on here? The NGC 2146. Oh, let's see what happened to my YouTube channel. Where did I go? I just closed it. You guys could still hear me. I closed my version, that's all. Go here now, and there we go. And what I should do is pop that over onto this other one here. So I can just pop between them. Yeah, there we go. And make sure I mute that. No, I can't do it that way. Okay. All right. Got the right-hand image is my Canon T3i running a 300 millimeter telephoto lens in the same area as the 10 inches looking. And that is the Perseus galaxy cluster. In this here, I don't think we can actually see anything in particular. And these optics on that 300 millimeter zoom are pretty bad. I don't like them at all. Must have had a. Wonder if I'm having problems with my. Oh my gosh. Yep, it went nuts on me. I had a big glitch on the guiding. Why, I don't know. It should have restarted that frame though. It's actually going nuts on me here. It's going all over the place. What the heck? Alright, we gotta start paying attention to what's going on down here. Why am I having difficulties here? I wonder if I got something snagging. can't see anything on my observatory camera that was obvious. No, there's nothing obvious that I can see. But it's definitely having a problem. I think I am past meridian. You know what? We're gonna let this go and see if it'll pick up. Yeah, it started the next frame anyways. Once it got a good guide star back, it started the next frame. The can is mounted on Taylor. I have a Lasmandi dovetail on the top. This thing has gone nuts on me here. What is going on? I'm going to stop this. I gotta figure out. Anyhow, the cannon is piggybacked on top. There's a Lasmandi dovetail on the top of the 10-inch, and I have clamps that I purchased for a couple things. One for a Lasmandi D plate to Vixen one, and then another one that takes a 1/4 for a camera. So it's just bolted to the camera and then slid on the dovetail. This anomaly I'm getting right now is uncharacteristic, and I have to believe it's got something going on out there. We're going to have to keep an eye on this. That's all. It's almost all in RA, so it's slipping in RA. I thought I had the counterweight such that it's still Eastern weighted, but I'm starting to think that maybe I mean, I'm right at zenith right now. I just passed the meridian. I'm 46 seconds past meridian, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not. What I should do is go out there and see if I got something close to snagging. But it's probably, I think this coming month I should just assemble everything and pull the mount apart. It hasn't been touched in 2 years. Maybe I need to check to see if the gears need greasing or something. I haven't touched it because I haven't had much problem with it, but that was three pulses there that one fairly close. They're all close together, so I don't know if I'm hitting a bad part of the worm or something. This image we need to throw away, so we'll put this one on a delete. Yep. In fact, this one was bad too. Delete that one. Let's go back to this one. Oh hell, these all look pretty bad. 3 in a row. There we go. Yeah, those last 3 on the Canon were during that trailing guiding error. So I deleted those. What's really cool is I can control the focus on the Canon from here too. So I can zoom in and focus on the stars. I have a heat strap on it as well to keep it from doing or frosting up. So assuming it's working. I'll probably, maybe tomorrow I'll take some pictures of how I've got that mounted so I can post so people see what it looks like. So I still got 20 minutes left here. Every time I get an anomaly like that on the guiding, SG Pro will delete that image I was on and restart it once the guiding gets back on track. It's part of the automation. So I can have, there were at least one image there that got thrown away automatically because of the guiding error. What that means is that when I run this automated way, in this automated fashion all night, and I go look at my data, all the data is good as far as guiding is concerned because it throws bad guiding images away automatically and just restarts it. I've got that set up in SG Pro to whenever the guiding error is more than two pixels for it will throw that one away and start again. So I get 100% good guiding data sets. And that's exactly what happened when we got those big spikes just then was SG Pro went into recovery mode, threw that one away, waited for the guiding camera to settle down to less than 0.8 pixels, and then once it was guiding at that level, it started up the exposure again. Yeah, we're down underneath 0.4 RMS again, so which is good. My guide scope is the 10-inch. It's the same as the acquisition scope. Up, just got a huge spike again. So it went out to lunch again, and me. Yeah. It should restart that one. Stop. Yeah, it went nuts. Huh. I gotta go out there and look while this is running and see if I'm snagging on something. It'll retry, but I'm gonna force it to retry it. All right. While it's doing that, I'm gonna go out and check on something. I'll be right back. Yeah, I noticed. I got out there and it slewed to the limit. Yep. We're going to abort that run. Gonna run the end of sequence. That probably moved while I was going out there. So it had actually moved all the way to the limit. And that was only because it was trying, it got confused. Let's see, what am I doing here? Skip this. The auto centering system got confused and it started wandering out. Yeah, Jay, it is. Yep. It's 150 feet from my house. It's out in the back. And I just parked it. And I'm going to unpark it and finish up on the object here, but I've got to let it reset here. Let's do a resume. Okay, let's see if this works. No, I got to do a reset. Pause that again. Abort. We have to do a center on this guy. Dismiss. Slew to target. Yep. Oh, come on. Yep, that just stopped working. All right. I want to do something different here. I'm going to send it to the west side just to get it in a better position here. Look west. And we're going to set it over here to Alpharet's slew. Yes. So it's going to do a flip. There we go. Forcing the flip. Yes, it is Scott Horseman's. Okay. Now, so here's an example where human intervention had to take place because it did not behave correctly. So now I've got to center on this target to finish the run. And I think I'm far enough past. Yeah, I'm 26 minutes past, so I'm good. It should stop right about there. Yeah. Now it's going to plate solve and center it. Yeah, I built an observatory. It's on the same platform, the same foundation as the old one. I built a roll-off in 1984. with this pier right where it's at. And the old one was having deteriorating out in the outriggers, and the roof was too heavy. So I decided to have it replaced. So we tore down the old one all the way down to the floor, and I had Scott come out and build a new one, and it has the motorized roof. My old one, I had to push the roof, which weighed almost 1,000 pounds without snow on it, and then in the wintertime, I couldn't even get it to move. So this is much nicer. It's also newer. Still the same foundation. I'm reasonably comfortable with the foundation will last for the rest of my life, but we'll see. Anyhow, and so he replaced that in August. And then 2 years ago, though, I put this RC in here for an imaging. It's my fifth telescope that I've had in my observatory. For those who are on my YouTube channel, I'm talking to people in Night Sky Network as well. I'm broadcasting there as well. And for those at the Night Sky Network, I am also broadcasting on my YouTube channel simultaneously. And so the session's actually getting recorded. Be happy to answer any more questions. If anybody has any. So let's see, we should be, let's look south here. We should be right there, yep. Just past the meridian. Okay, so it is solved. You see if it's picked up a guide star or not. Looks like it has. Or has it? No, still, I don't know what it's doing right now. It's thinking. I'm going to pick up a guide star for it. It's only 7 pixels off. Why is this not continuing? What is going on here? Oh, I centered it. Now I'm okay. We're done with that. Let's start the sequence up. Resume sequence. There we go. All right, it just started up the next frame. Okay. So we are back to loading up data. While I'm doing that, I think I will bring up some calibration files, get rid of some of that noise. Dark frames, okay. Put a stop on that. We'll go through this process. Calibrate the darks. While that's running, I'm going to start this back up. Yeah, my wife's happy that we spent the money to get the new building. She was afraid that old roof was going to fall on me one night as I opened it up. Hello, Black Wicket. We have Don S. We have J123. Few guests. I just wait for this restack to happen. I don't know if it actually cleaned that up or not. Doesn't seem like it did. Let's see what happens here. So that anomaly that I got appears to happen when I'm getting close to the meridian. Even though I can go an hour and a half past, I get those glitches from time to time, and I'm thinking maybe it's a shift in balance or some type of inertia problem or something slipping. Could be the RA axis clutch is slipping a little bit or something, but I don't know. Weird stuff happens once in a while. Hello, team. I'm working on that galaxy cluster again. Not the exciting nebulas you guys are used to looking at from the other team members. Let's see, where's that? I wonder if I have to recalibrate that. Let's do a stop and recalibrate the stacks, because that still looks really noisy. I don't know. So I have my Canon on my Canon T3i on the right hand side with a 300 millimeter zoom lens on it, while I'm shooting through the 10-inch on the left. Canon's piggybacked on the 10. frame 16. She got about 15 minutes left. And then we're going to go on to another object, kind of a peculiar galaxy. So one of the reasons I got this RC, I wanted to do galaxy work, not nebula work, as one of the primary things. A little bit of focal length, small galaxy clusters, irregular galaxies looking for nova, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I take nebula once in a while, but they're pretty easy to do. According to my thermometer here, it's 19 degrees Celsius or 19 degrees Fahrenheit outside. Let me see what the weather forecast says it is. It says it's 22, but that's up in town. So still seems to be guiding okay now. Now that I flipped it over. Scope is on the east side now, facing west, past meridian. If I get any floating now, it's because I'm west heavy. I've got to build that. There's a little device I can build to put on the RA axis to keep it east heavy all the time. I just have to build it. Get off my lazy butt and do it. This is the part of being retired that's nice. I don't have to worry about getting up in the morning. We happen to get a clear night on Sunday, which in Michigan getting clear nights is kind of rare. Actually, that looks a little cleaner now, I think. Darks have been applied. You can see all these galaxies. There's a whole bunch. There's like 40 of them in here, in this frame. And I don't know what the field of view would be in the Canon here, but it's probably just a little middle 10%. It's a pretty wide field. Give you an idea, I took some shots of the moon earlier, and this. So there you go. There's half a degree, so you can get an idea what the field of view of the 300 millimeter is. Yeah, I just popped up the last image here, but I was taking some shots of the moon when I started out tonight, and so you get an idea. It's like 1, 2, 3, probably 3 or 4, about 4 degrees across. field of view. And the reason I put the 300 millimeter on here is I wanted to test it out tonight to make sure I could manage it reasonably. It's not exactly centered with the 10-inch, but and I have no way of adjusting that, but it is within the, if I put the moon in the center of the 10-inch, this is where the moon would be in the 300 millimeter on the Canon. But this allowed me to do the eclipse on the 20th. With this camera, I'll be able to see the whole thing. With my 10-inch, I can only see about 2/3 of the moon, well, 85% of the moon. The field of view isn't quite big enough for that chip, but the Canon, I'll be able to see the whole thing and record it. And so I'll have two cameras running for that lunar eclipse on the 20th, assuming it's clear here, which is a big assumption, but you do what you can. Hello. Oh, it's 37 came in. 37.8 reporting, sir. Yeah, welcome aboard. I was just talking about the field of view I've got on my Canon with the 300 millimeter there. Took some shots of the moon tonight before I got started, because I want to use that as for the lunar eclipse next Monday. Is that next Monday? Sunday night? Whatever. The 20th. So I'm also taking shots with the 10-inch and the 300 millimeter at the same time. They're not exactly centered with each other, but they're close enough. Close enough for my stuff. This is about a 4-degree field of view on the right, maybe a little more. I'm actually recording tonight too on my YouTube channel. Let's see, let's pop this up here so we can see it. There we go. Focus is holding. Seeing's getting better as the night goes on. See how much more we got on this one. Not too much. We're almost done. We're just finishing up the 17th frame. We got one more frame, so about 6 minutes we'll be switching to a new, or 5 minutes we'll be moving to a new object. I could actually work on this thing for another 4 hours. But I want to run a 3 or 4 hour session on another target I've not gone after before. This happens to be that cluster of galaxies in Perseus that I've been working on. This will be the third night I've taken some data on it. Anybody else broadcasting tonight? Or, of course, it's not may not be dark across the entire country yet. Okay. Yeah. Well, we're going to be clear tonight here in Michigan. Every once in a while we get lucky. Got 3 minutes left on the main camera. That's frame 18. I guess we got 2 more after that. Oh no, Ron, that is the last one. Yeah. So we got 3 minutes before it's going to slew to the next one, which means I'm not going to quite get my other shot on the on the Canon done. This will be the last one I'll be able to do success. What? Hmm. The next object is going to be, let's see, NGC 2146. Let's see if I can give you guys an idea what that is. Let's see here. Now my cat's whining at me here. Yeah, it's whining. Yeah.
You turned me in with the moon bass on the icon on the right. Sorry. Hi, Dave. Dave, Crit. Oh boy. J1 to 79. Well, I'm kind of J1 about that's it. I'm not even gonna ask you because I know it's a little just a tad nippy today. Doug, you're northern peninsula, upper peninsula, right?
No, I'm in the lower peninsula, but it's 19 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's a bit chilly out.
God, balmy.
Yeah.
The gradient goes. I don't know what we got. What we got? We're a little lower teens. Crystal and Jared, Cajun Skies. I know they're not broadcasting, they're imaging, obviously, because she's posting pictures. Awful close to 0 Fahrenheit. Oh yeah, you're near Flint, right?
What's that?
You're near Flint.
Yeah. Yep. We're about to finish this target and go on to the next. Let's see here. I'm going to delete that one.
Your sky's like really crystal clear with like no haze, ice crystals.
There's no haze. The seedings. Let me see. Let me pull this up here.
Last night we had. I'm right by the lake, the Ontario, right? So we had the ice crystals, but just 50 miles north they had great turds, guys. And I figure you're out in Flint. You're in that part where you're just far enough away from the lakes, right?
Yeah, here. Can you see that?
Yeah, you might have that. You might have that window of really good stuff. No.
Yep. It's good right now. All right, I'm slewing to the next object now.
Okay, cool. I'll let you work.
No, it's doing its own thing. I just got to watch it. No, but the clear sky chart gives me says I've got a good night here. If you look at it, looks like the seeing is going to go from good or transparency is going to go from above average to average, but the seeing is going to go from good to excellent overnight. So it's a good, for as far as I'm concerned, it's a good night for Michigan. Good night for Michigan. And it has completed the slew. Let's see, it should start up the plate solve here in a minute. Yep, there goes the plate solve. So it's going to run. This is all automagic, automagically working. I had a little problem earlier, but it's been taken care of. I didn't know how it got taken care of, but it's taken care of. I did a meridian flip. I think I took care of it. All right, what was I going to do? I was going to do, let's see here. Nope. While that's running, observing lists, where are they? Oh, maybe it's because I'm not logged in. That might be why. No, I am logged in. What's going on here? It's quite a ways off, actually. 3,000 pixels, almost a full frame. Only in the RA, though. I wonder if that's, I wonder if I should resync on another object here. Another star. 220 pixels out. We're getting there. Oh, that's all screwed up. I'll have to open it up again, apparently. See if it gets me logged in correctly here. There we go. Now I can get to my list. All right. January list. Here we go. So this is what I'm going after, but I need a field of view. Let's see here. It's pretty small. But it's kind of peculiar. All right, so started the first exposure. It's got a guide star. Let me check to see what the guide star looks like here. Looks pretty good. See what my focuser is going to say about it. We're in the yellow. We're good. Pretty decent guide star. So that should be good for this part of the session. Now we're going to be on this one a long time. So we can have conversations or whatever, but when I get a night and I go after a new object, I like to get as much time on it in the first night as I can. So That deck just moved about 3 arc seconds. I wonder why. Is what I've set up is I've got a sequence set up with about 15 objects. I don't know. Let me count them again. Let's see here. Count them. So I've got this list here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 10, maybe 12. That I use this for January. These are the objects I'm going after during this month. What I do is I just turn on the ones that I want to work on for the night. For example, these last 4 I'm going to work on. And they cumulatively make up about 8 hours of acquisition, of which I've completed the first hour. And I've got 7 more hours of acquisition to go. So it takes me to about 4:30 in the morning. So this will run on this object for a good chunk of the night, and then it'll hit M81 and 82 at the end of the night because they'll be up high enough to do so. So that's what I do is I get it started, and then I just and then I go over here and look at my guider, and it's went crap on me again. This is what was happening earlier tonight, and I don't know why. So I just threw that frame away. It's going to restart it once it settles, once the guider settles. That's the 4th jump like that I've had tonight. I'm going to up the size here. We're talking about 16 arc second spikes going up and then coming back down the other way to make up for it. The star's back into the field, but I don't know why I'm getting that movement. And it's mostly in the RA, which tells me that the scope may be floating in the RA axis. If it does it again, I'm going to go out there and move the counterweights down. I may be top heavy since I put that Canon at 300 millimeter on there and didn't move the weights enough. We'll see if we can get through a 5-minute shot here without it doing it. Scope is on the west side of the pier pointing east. So the counterweights are on the east side of the pier. So I may be a little top heavy since I put that other camera on there. I did move the weights, but maybe not enough. So I may have to go back out there and slide them down some more. I don't have to put the extender on the counterweight shaft until I put my 4-inch Schmidt cast on there. Then I have to put I have a 4-inch extension that I can slide the counterweights down on. But the Canon isn't that heavy. All right, let me start up this other camera. This is NGC 2146. 2146. And we're going to go 2-minute shots with this guy. And we're going to do, let's do 30 of these. That'll be an hour. Yeah, let's do 30. Yeah, we'll do 30. Just 30. Start that other camera up. 3 seconds on the guider.
Okay, Doug. What scope and camera are we using tonight?
Okay, on the left hand side is the 10-inch RC.
10-inch RCF
8.
8.
Yep. Yeah, let me update this. And then on the right hand side, I've got a Canon T3i running with a 300 millimeter telephoto.
That's where you had to suck me in here in the first place.
Yeah.
You're a fisherman, aren't you?
Well, I could here. Here. Let me make you happy. Hang on. There we go.
Oh, it was a teaser.
There you go.
What I was actually thinking about was where that is right now, that Chinese lander that's exactly on the other side and 45 degrees, so above the North Pole but below the middle on the exact other side. They're about to go into their first lunar night,
Yeah.
which I know when they did, what was it called? Chang'e 3. Oh, sorry. They didn't do well on their first lunar night.
No.
They designed the things that I don't know why exactly do. They fold up the okay, they folded up the panels, kind of like tuck it all in and keep it warm for 2 weeks. But something didn't go well there, and stuff froze.
All right. I'm gonna go out. This thing. I'm gonna pause this. This thing just did stupid things on it again. So I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna bring up the camera so you guys can watch this old man dance around inside the observatory.
That again?
Yeah, it just spiked again.
You look like when you wear your hoodie, it feels like KKK when you're running. Guy runs out, and all of a sudden, it's the IR. That's kind of an IR camera, isn't it? So
Yeah, it's a night light camera. Yes, it has it's called an IR camera, night vision camera. It's not actually infrared. It's a night vision camera. So there's little lamps that are in the infrared. So I'll be right back. You guys will see me out on this on the in there when I'm gonna go.
pitch there. That door, you're gonna pop in. It's like, whoa, look at this guy.
Yeah,
All right.
be right back. All right, I'm back.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like it's.
You were wearing your hoodie tonight.
Oh, I had my beanie on.
Yeah, I know. I didn't see the hoodie. That was so weird. That one night, like it was like, whoa, there's a terrorist invading your ops there. No, you got your weights. I'm just asking, and I know that you got it like balanced, but that isn't that like racked out about 2 hours ago?
Yeah, but I got a 4-inch extension I can put on the end of that if I needed to.
Okay.
So when I have a 4-inch Schmidt cast that sometimes I put on the top. That's when I have to put the 4-inch extension on the deck shaft to so I can move the weights out even further.
No, I was just wondering. Like, I know everybody's different. I put like I said, the width of my hand. If your hand on the shaft and all the weights are racked up behind it, and you just get as many or as big weights as you need right there. It keeps that little I can't think of the proper word, the like inertial, the momentum or moment around the
Yeah,
center there.
yeah, I know, I know.
And then if you have, you start sliding them down.
Well, here's the
Not
re
as much.
yeah, but here's the reason I haven't added anymore is because I have 39 pounds on there now.
That was 39 pounds.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll buy that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it's rated 60 pounds on the optical side and 40 pounds on the counterweight side. So yeah, I could get another 21 pounder and slide those up, take one of those smaller ones off. But I figured you know, I know if I could tighten it up close to the RA shaft, it would be uh, less inertia problems. But then I'd be putting more weight on it. I'm pushing about 50 pounds on the OTA side right now. I
So
figure.
if you go, because you do fairly long broadcasts, like if you go, it's the ones where you go from this side of the, east past the meridian, way over there, and all of a sudden, whoa, like weird things start happening. You go, but it was in balance, and then you realize, yeah, well, it's not a perfect,
No, I understand that.
yeah, and then that's bitten me like, oh my, wow, 3 or 4 times on my broadcast where why will it not? What's going on? It's not going any further. It wants to die, and then you realize, well, it's not really in balance anymore like it was when I started because how you say, okay, this is what I'm going to do, and it's in balance. And then as it starts lifting those counterweights up, and you realize, okay, okay, no, no, I tried that other way where you actually kind of need the weights closer, tighter, like you said, up that RA shaft. Yeah,
Closer to the center. Then your moment of inertia is less. I understand that. I'm
one
I'm
hand, one hand. Yeah,
The thing is, this 10-inch OTA is the biggest I would put on there, other than maybe a C11, which actually weighs less than this 10-inch. C11 weighs
that,
20. C11 with a carbon fiber weighs.
yeah, that's the RC10 with carbon fiber struts, right?
Yeah, and it weighs 34 pounds.
Shoot, I picked one of those up at an Astropad, and I think, yeah, it might have been, yeah, that's like a case of beer. It was like pretty heavy, but so you shrouded that, put that on.
And then I have a Optec focuser on it. I have an on-axis guiding port. I have two cameras hanging off of that. And then I have a Canon camera with a telephoto lens on top of that. So, and then there's a finder on there too. So I'm pushing 50 pounds pretty close.
That's twice. Yeah, that's twice what I have. I have a 6-inch refractor that's 4 feet long, and you're twice that. But all that moment stuff really comes into play with these big long things.
Oh,
You know?
Can you imagine me doing astrophotography with this scope? Hang on a second
Oh, oh my! You're gonna show. Okay, what are you gonna show? No, we just thought how
Here,
just compact
there you go. I used to do astrophotography with that scope.
what is that, like a K-Lola or something?
That's a 12 and a half inch Mead,
Oh my lord,
75-pound OTA.
that pier, that pier is suffering. You can see that.
No, it's
That
not.
look at it.
No, that pier is sitting on
It's moaning.
It's sitting on 2 cubic yards of cement.
Okay? The motors are moaning. If that thing ever went out of balance, look at that.
I had 125 pounds of counterweights. That's on a different mount. It's not on sea level. This is on a mount I built in 1973, and it
That thing is like the model of the Yerkes Observatory mount. Ever see that thing? With
no,
the rivet in it?
yeah,
It's
oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Lord. That's what that looks like.
Here's a here was a shot of. I had 3 cameras on this scope. I had the one in the prime focus, one piggyback up front, and then I had one back here in the back shooting up. This is in the Milky Way, looking into Cygnus. Long ago, back in my film days. Anyhow, okay, here's the first object finally came back. It's a
I can't identify it.
it's 2146. It's not it's off the beaten path.
Art spiral?
It's kind of an irregular.
Because it's got it's bifurcated and it's got the two fiddly bits, wings,
Hmm.
arms. So you're saying that's just a singular.
Galaxy.
Yeah, well, that's cool. The very, very central part of it, where that thing comes, that reminds you of the flame, doesn't it?
I don't know.
Oh, no, no, wait. You get back to it, spin on it, you'll see what I mean. With that dark,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The dark lane. Yeah, yeah. I understand what you're saying. Yep,
flame on it,
yep.
reflector.
Let's go. Let's
I don't
go.
remember the last time anybody did 2146 on here, but I know they did. I know they did because I recognize the number.
Well, I always go after the weird shit. And
Well,
let me see here.
I was talking to Crystal last night. Well, this morning it was a 7-hour shift she did. Holy smokes! Not on NSN, but on Skype. So it says, it's the guys that now like they kind of know what they're doing. Going after the more unusual stuff
Yeah.
is what makes it interesting.
Yep.
It is because okay, look, we've seen M42, we've seen Rosette, we've seen oh my God, like M30, you've seen it, and okay, it's still gonna look like that tomorrow and a century from now, but
Yeah.
some of the other stuff is actually cool. Like actually, I'd like to see you do M100.
It's too big.
Oh come on,
I can't fit it in the field of view.
are you serious that if you put
Oh, I'm sorry. M100. Yes. 100.
M100 would look like that crystal. I can't remember the name of the cookie. The spiral, that has a little jelly
No,
stuff.
that one I could fit in. I was thinking M33.
Oh no, not 30. 33 is another one that's kind of, well, in her own words, a little overdone. But
What's the size
that one
here?
happens to be really cool again to see.
Yeah, but M100 is not going to be up until the spring.
No. Oh no. Wait. You live where we live, so and she was on it. Well, see,
Well, yeah, unless 4 or 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
no, oh God, was it that late? Oh,
It hasn't even come up yet. It's -8 degrees here right now below the horizon.
Okay,
It
so
won't it's going to transit at it transits at 5:30 in the morning.
okay, that's transit. We
Yeah,
started. It's only 9:30, and still probably at your place 9:30, right?
yeah. It doesn't rise until 10:22.
So I'm guessing is around midnight, after midnight.
Yeah, yeah, probably about 1 o'clock. It'll be above the tree.
We're all low in the northeast, east northeast, right?
Not 100.
Well, it's like north.
M100. You said M100, right?
M100. Yes, the first.
That's in Como Berenices.
Yeah, so it's up there.
Yeah, it's not in the north. It's close to the meridian or the zenith. It's close to the zenith when it transits.
When it transits. But if you're talking about how like that it hasn't risen yet, it has to get from there to there.
Yeah, and that'll be about 1 o'clock. I might be able to get to it in the east.
Okay.
Yeah,
But it doesn't have to be there to image it. So as soon as it got up there, she went on it.
yeah. Oh, I plan on hitting Como Berenices hard over the next few months. March, April, May for sure. Let's see. Now that let me go and look at this. Do I have? Yep, here we go. Here it is. Here's the color version.
So I asked you to try to hit 2903, NTC 2903. That's one of the first things she hit last night. It was around 10 o'clock. So I was wondering whether you would see it or hit it. You guys aren't far off on the latitude, so therefore, seeing notwithstanding more instructions, you're looking at the Virgo cluster there, aren't you? Of stuff.
Yeah, that's where M100 is.
Yeah, so that's the thing. We were looking at that, and I mean, oh my lord. Don't forget, they don't have go-tos. So everything has to be done by setting circles and star hopping, and that was like quite a. I appreciate the effort because when people have to kind of actually, find out where they are and say, okay, we got to go here, you know, and
Oh, I know. I used to star hop all the time with my scopes until about 2000. So I did star hopping for 25 years. There's 2903 right there.
hey, Don, cool bench warmers. Oh wait,
I'm gonna stop my um, broadcast on my YouTube channel here.